this corner, we have the funk body snatcher. Time for some action. Time for some action. Time for some action.
Let's get ready to rumble. Welcome to Jaw Jacking with Bob and TC on IntellectualRadio.com. Again, that's IntellectualRadio.com. I am your host, B.O.B. Bob, but I will go by the name of Robert Lee Orr Jr. if you insist on being formal. And as always, from the south side of Chicago, Illinois, give it up for my main man, Martise TC Wash. See ya. TC, what's up?
What up, Bob? How's your week, bro?
Oh, man, it was a fantastic weekend. I had a fantastic weekend.
I did too. Oh, yeah,
went out to check my brother out. He did a comedy show out there at this theater out there on the west side. Out there on the west side, he did. Man, it was awesome. Man, dude messed around and broke down. The dude who coordinated the event, he broke it down to this freestyle, man. He started freestyling to his girl, called his girl up on there. And it was like, for a moment, we was like, man, what is this dude talking about? You know, just a little moment. He broke out a ring, man, and engaged to her. So it was kind of hot, man, what he did. It's kind of hot,
cool.
You know. But I think she said no. I think she said no. That was kind of cool. I was able to hang out with my brother all weekend, actually. And then yesterday we went out, checked out Choke on This on Saturday night. Choke on This. Choke on That. Not on this. I think I like the this part better when I said choke on this. Choke on That do kind of better. It's like it's getting attention away from you, you know.
Yeah.
But with Jay Davis and Dante Diesel
in the building,
I'm like, man, how your nickname become Diesel? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, who named him? Did he name himself Diesel or this? We'll ask him that when he come on the show today. Who named this dude Diesel? Like, I know what would your nickname be if you had your own nickname? My nickname be Romeo or something like that. And I think I'd be Romeo, you know. But anyway, I want to give you quick options on how you can listen to the show. First of all, if you're Facebook friends with us, you can listen to the show on IntellectualRadio.com, or that's actually for people who are not Facebook friends with us. So IntellectualRadio.com. Subscribe to Intellectual Radio. You'll catch all the Intellectual Radio shows. Also on YouTube, Intellectual Radio on YouTube. All our shows are live streaming. Subscribe to that as well. Spreaker app. You can download the Spreaker app, and we are also an iHeartRadio station. Did I cover everything right there?
Yeah, mostly.
Pretty much covered everything. I want to also Amber Alert. This is an Amber Alert. Amber Alert. Amber Alert. Amber Alert. Whatever you're doing, stop. Go to www.ruckerholdings.com. RUCKERHOLDINGS. Amber Alert. You put an Amber Alert. You need to find this because what they're doing over there through the expression of DeAndre Rucker and in collaboration with my man Tiger Toledo, but DeAndre Rucker, the founder of Rucker Holding, is giving away a house
and a car
in 2018. Y'all think it's a joke until y'all gonna see somebody else win his house in his car, and y'all gonna be absolutely, man. I wish I could have. And Jaw Jacking been warning you all.
We will do it live too, so you're gonna see the winner.
The announcer is gonna come on Jaw Jacking to announce who win the house and the car. Just talk to Tiger. We had to talk to him to confirm. Like you said, we was going to announce, right?
Confirm, right, man. They were. But before we go any longer, further, let me tell you my weekend about my son when they won the championship for his little basketball tournament yesterday, man.
Turk. Give it up.
It's a good movement, man. It's a good moment for me right there, man. You know. So they won the last 10 games, man. They lost
0-2.
Yeah, they won their last 10.
Then they won their last 10.
Yeah, they won the championship. That's what's up. Shout out to my son.
What you told me he said something in the car I thought was
man. You know, I said, how I feel to be a champion. He said he like it. He said he like it better being a champion instead of playing like he used to play and he shot all the time and they lost. So I was like, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Man, in case you didn't know, now you do. First of all, we want you to invite people to watch the video and share the video. If you have any ideas about a show, you can call the number at 708-223-8953. You will talk to Mr. Earl Winfrey. We got a whole nother studio on the other side, a stand-up style studio. You know, do you have to stand up, Earl? You have to stand up over there? You prefer, okay, stand-up style studio. So all of those time slots that are available over here in this side, they are available on the other side. So that means that we have a whole nother studio we got to fill up. So get yourself 708-223-8953. But right now,
One more thing before we get started, I want to say, shout out Gun Entertainment, K Guns, and I want to shout out, Trish got her little business now. She called it Traveling with Trish.
Traveling with Trish. I saw that online, actually.
Yeah. So let's send it out there for her.
Yeah, she had some nice little photos of some of the spots that you plugged in. That was pretty nice.
Oh, yeah.
What's today, TC?
Today.
What's today, TC?
Today is our 2-year thing.
2-year anniversary, baby. What's up? 2-year over here, Intellectual Radio.
Yes. This is our 2-year thing. We celebrate, we got checks, so we got to hide the liquor, but it will be in a cup,
No, you can open it right now. He break out
a new studio,
Break out celebrate.
Our New Year's studio. We had the bottle up here. We represent it, In this studio, we got to put on the floor like the police riding around.
Can't
chew gum in this studio. Can't even pop a bottle right, but I love it.
Earl like it.
That 2-year show, man.
Right. Earl like we was gonna put some gum underneath the table or something.
Right. Like, ain't it Esmond no more.
Hey, that's what's up, man.
Oh yeah, this is our 2-year show, man.
I want to pop my bottle, man.
It's our 2-year show, man.
We want to put some pressure on our guests. Jay Davis come in talking about he tired and all that. We got something for fatigue.
He tired.
We got something for fatigue. Just open it up, TC, real quick, man. Pop it open. This is the anniversary.
I hit a ceiling or something, man. We take it out.
That's why I asked you to open it. That's why I didn't open it. I can't even afford it.
Look at Earl looking at me.
I can't even afford Earl's frustration.
Right.
His frustration look expensive, man.
I want on that gold paper on the floor.
Right. Man. Congratulations, TC.
Congratulations.
2 years. I want to ask you. I did want to ask you.
Go ahead, ask me.
2 years, and I'm gonna ask the audience if this applies to them.
What?
Lee Bunch, what's up, cuz? How you doing? Valerie Griffin, what's going on?
Oh yeah, what up, chill?
So Valerie Griffin said, let's talk about Ludacris. Let's talk about Ludacris. I have no idea.
Ludacris, what happened?
Let's talk about how I can meet. Oh, she said, let's talk about how I can meet Ludacris. Hey, you got a better chance of meeting Ludacris through Jay Davis than you do Bob and TC.
He gonna be on in a minute, man. All you gotta do is send a video, twerk video.
Y'all better call in and support Dante Diesel.
Send your twerk video to Jaw Jacket email address.
Hey,
and if your booty shaking right, we might let Luda see
videos. All of these celebrities, you know what I'm saying? Get back. You don't know me like that.
Right. And if your booty shaking right, we might let them see it.
No, I'm not. Come, what have you learned?
Though. No, yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead,
what have you learned over the 2 years that you've been on the show? What have you learned about Jaw Jack and about yourself, about whatever, social media, whatever?
Well, let's be honest. I wanted to do a sports show. I thought me and Bob was gonna be out here doing what we do, but this was nice too. So it grew on me. Okay, I like it. You know what I'm saying? We dedicated to it. We dedicated, and it's fun, man. I like doing this, man. So I'm glad I did do it. And like I always say, you the co-host producer and the whole Intellectual Radio, all the shows.
Well, Earl's the producer.
No, you produce our show. Earl puts the camera for this side. For Jaw Jacket, you the producer.
My man,
you raw with it, man. You're a good host, man. You for real. You make everybody feel comfortable. And unfortunately, I'm the person they don't keep it real. I'm gonna make them look bad up here.
You did exactly what you said.
I know. I couldn't help it, man. Look, Earl, don't come tomorrow. I cracked that. Ain't nothing messed up, man.
What he said, man.
I felt the bubbles was popping when I had the bottle in my hand.
We're gonna pour me up, man, so we can do a toast, quick toast.
What's your favorite show, man?
Man, I had so many. I can't really say I had a favorite show. I wouldn't do that to we were doing the New Year. We said who we felt were most impressed by. We did those type of shows with moral spice in them. They're my guys.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed them. Leon Rogers. I enjoyed Leon Rogers. I just had a lot of good shows. I don't want to say one was better. It's like, I got a bunch of friends. It's like saying you got a best friend and like in front of your other friends, you're like, this is my best friend.
They know who my friend is. Sir.
Who? Who? I don't know.
Yeah. Attorney.
Oh, you talking about Cannon Lambert?
Cannon Lambert.
He never said Ernesto Borges. I was like, man, I don't want no juice. Yeah. Cannon Lambert was that was an informative. That was an informative show. That was I was proud of that show from Cannon Lambert's standpoint because Cannon Lambert made a bunch of comments that was kind of like I know went against the grain of his profession. So and it surprised me that he did that. You poured me up, man.
Yeah, I did, bro.
Man, toast to you, man.
Toast to you, bro.
Man. 2-year anniversary.
2-year anniversary, man. Y'all put something in the F for us, man. You know what I'm saying? What up, Brian? What up, Tim? What up, y'all? We appreciate the love.
I just want to say real quick, I just want to do a quick reiteration of what I think Jaw Jacking platform is. And first of all, so because I look at us as a show that's in between Al Sharpton and the Breakfast Club. I think we right in between. The reason why I say that Al Sharpton could be more political, more extreme on that side, and I think the Breakfast Club, that platform, sometimes they get more caught up in gossip than they do progressive stuff. That's just, they always got these, they got a whole panel full of celebrity guests that come through, but it seemed like they waste their time by asking them questions about some personal hearsay stuff sometimes that I just don't ever want to get into. So I think we right in between it. I think we a bridge type of show that can combine both words. Sometimes we get a Cannon Lambert in here, and then sometimes we get, some
Hey Ferg in the building.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's my man.
Okay, Ferg, what up, man? So real quick, question of the day. Since we're gonna be on this progressive theme for our anniversary, the progressive question of the day is: where have you been around the world, in every city in the United States or any different countries? Name a city. Type in where you've been. I just want to run off where I've been a few times. I ain't gonna go into detail about them, but I went to Spain. I went to Italy. I went to Nairobi, Kenya, St. Thomas, Virgin Islands, Virginia, Indiana, Arkansas, St. Louis, Florida, DC. And listen, you ever heard that song? If you're ever down in Texas, look me up. You ever heard that? That's a cartoon, ain't it?
Right.
If you're ever down in Texas, if you're ever down in Texas, don't look me up because I'm not gonna be there because it's hot as hell in Texas. I'm not gonna be in San Antonio. Was so hot when we down there for my son's graduation. We went to San Antonio. It was horribly hot. It was surprisingly unbearable to me. So, but those are the spots I've been in.
Man, when you do these, I know we don't plan and all that, but when you got these type of questions, man, you supposed to give me some time to run out.
What you mean, man?
Everywhere I didn't
Where you been? All you got to do is name out where you been. You can do that through the duration of the show.
All right.
On the other side of the break, we got our guests coming in the building, Jay Davis and Dante Diesel. I feel funny saying Diesel name so strong. Dante Diesel in the building. And man, you listen to Jaw Jacking with Bob and TC.
IntellectualRadio.com.
Happy anniversary, TC. Toast right here one time.
You believe in me, something must be wrong. You got my attention, now let me get off this phone. Said you don't want me no more, honey, have your way. Can you excuse me now? I think I need to I buried while you were still with me. Now you're ready to leave cause you sick of it. I stood by your stopwatch when you had no chance. You moved in my crib, put me in bed. You give me the best, I ain't seen the best yet. You gave me the news, you just let me be. And I'm praising my God cause I'm finally free. Doing so much better without you. Hallelujah. Right about that. About to take my name back. Since you don't want me no more. There's a hallelujah. I ain't got to lose. Taking back my dick. Hallelujah. Ain't got no love song for ya. I'm just singing hallelujah. believe in me, something must be wrong. You got my attention now, let me get off this phone. Said you don't want me no more, honey, have your way. Can you excuse me now? I think I need to cry. She took care of my bills, I buried it while you were still with me. Now you're ready to leave cause you're sick of it. I stood by your side, boy, when you had no chance. You moved in my crib. Come on.
Welcome back to Joe Jackin with Bob and TC on IntellectualRadio.com. Again, that's IntellectualRadio.com. The call-in number is 708-223-8953. And we want you to call in and support our guests. Call in and support the guests today. Call in and support Jay Davis. Call in and support Dante Diesel. TC, let's give it up for our guests for today on our second-year anniversary. Building. From the west side and the western suburbs. Let's give it up for Dante Diesel and Jay Davis in the building.
Man, that's what I say. That's right. Man.
Y'all didn't ask us to bring you out. I came out there and bring you out, man.
Yes, we will.
You know how it is when you go somewhere with your brother. My brother's a comedian, so when you go in the comedian world, it's like I'm following behind him. Like I have nothing going on my own. Like, yeah, I'm Famo's brother. Hi. When you over in his world, that's how it is.
Like, yeah, you know, he's funny, man. So, Famo,
Naturally funny.
Yeah, just, you know, had me sick laughing.
Oh, yeah, that's my man, man. Yeah. Man, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. Welcome back, first of all, Jay Davis.
Congratulations.
Man, that's what's up, man. Hey, man, matter of fact, pour them up real quick. Both of them said they sip on something. Okay, Dante said he wanted some while he was sitting over there. So pull them up real quick so they can toast us. Pull them up so they can toast us. Man, hey, Earl made us feel special, man. Earl don't even play with us. Say a toast, man. Congratulations, first of all, on your latest project that just came out.
Appreciate it.
Y'all guys did your thing. Go ahead, take a sip. Our 2-year anniversary. Yeah. Appreciate it.
Today's show.
I want you to real quickly catch everybody up on some of your former projects so they can know some of the people who hadn't heard you.
All right. My name is Jay Davis. I'm the writer and one of the producers on Not Another Zombie Movie, Choke on That Reloaded, Not Another Black Movie, and now Choke on That, the series.
Yeah, Choke on That. It's not Choke on This. I had
Choke on That.
Up. It's Choke on That.
And I am Dante Diesel, the director, and I was executive producer on Not Another Black Movie and Not Another Zombie Movie, and the Choke on That's.
Well, go ahead. Talk about how y'all, first of all, how did y'all get linked up as far as this creative brotherhood that y'all got going on to work together? Let's talk about that because you guys are really got to be a little off your rocker in order to be cool with each other with the type of work you put out there.
Right. People try to put it on me, but I'm like, somebody got to direct and edit it, and he's part of the blame too.
Yeah. I'm the one who says, yeah, let's do that. Somehow I agree to it.
Right.
Right. So this is your second project together. It sounds like what you said. Five?
Yeah, 5. I think.
Y'all did 5 projects together.
Yep.
Oh, so
since end of 2012.
I'm sorry, I missed the 5. Then y'all name the 5 y'all did together.
Well, we just did Not Another Black Movie, Not Another Zombie Movie. Okay. Choke on That Reloaded. Okay. And Choke on That the series.
I got you. Okay. And so you was doing this. What does this say? I worked on. Who is this? Earl. Shots Fired. Who worked on it? You did?
Earl worked on Shots Fired.
Earl gonna make me look up at the screen because he wanted to make a comment. I ain't know what Earl was talking about, man.
What do you mean Shots Fired?
Yeah, he was over there. I heard him lying to Dante talking about he was working NBC or some guy was over there before the show started. I know you do work at NBC.
Yeah, I do work at NBC. Yeah, still there, thankfully. So it's weird now because they ran a promo on for this premiere, and people started asking me for autographs at work. I'm like, whoa,
really?
They-
That's crazy.
we had somebody on TV say, "Go see Choke on That." I'm like, wow. She said it professional too, so I didn't know what to expect.
Oh, that was on NBC. I think I saw that on Facebook. I
Yeah.
believe. I thought I saw that.
Oh
somewhere.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So that was through that is where that ended up coming from.
Yeah.
That was good though. That was some white people saying choke on.
Right.
Go see Choke on That. You know, it sounded like it was some white folks.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, go ahead. One of the things I want to ask y'all.
Uh-huh.
You got a crazy sense of humor, first of all.
Thank
man.
you. Thank you.
You got a very crazy sense of humor. In your zombie
help.
movie, you run around with one glove on, one boxing glove
Yeah.
on. But this one is you act in this one you had a bow-legged stunt double. Dude had a midget. I'm sorry, a midget bow-legged stunt double. Dude, he's like, you know.
Yeah. That's my homie Reese. For those who don't know, that's M-Dubs, comedian M-Dubs. That's his cousin. That's how I met Reese.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
his cousin.
Yeah.
He's
Man.
been he goes back to the first Choke on That. He was on in sketches on that too.
Oh, really?
Yep. So this ain't the first time.
I'm talking about he real bow-legged, man.
He
Yeah, he really bow-legged,
They
man.
call what's the name? They called him a wishbone.
Yeah, wishbone with a penis.
With a tripod.
He said his
tripod.
bow leg is wishbone with a penis, man. That was comedian L hosted.
Yeah, comedian L. Yeah.
What's his last name? Williams.
Yep.
L. Williams.
I'm like, yeah,
Did
what
a
is
great
it?
job last night.
Yeah, he did.
He's funny, man. That dude comes out. Everything I've seen him host, man. I'm just that sick. I actually put him on the news for like 5 seconds.
Oh, you did?
I was out shooting. I was covering the story, and for people that don't know, I'm a photog at NBC. But I was out shooting, and I see him walking down the street, and I just kept rolling. So I just used it. So he walked over to me and my reporter. We probably stood in the corner in downtown. We stood in the corner for like 20 minutes. 3 black men sitting there talking and laughing with a camera, and ain't nothing happened.
What made
police.
you get into that? What made you get into the camera?
I
thing?
started doing this in college, man. I've been doing this for almost 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
1999, man. I started shooting when I was in school, and I wrote and shot and produced my first short film in 2002. And then I got in the news and kind of got sidetracked for a while. Started doing music videos, and then met this dude. And then we started doing comedy sketches, and one by one we started getting them knocked out, and then we decided that we were gonna do a DVD. So that's what we did.
Okay.
Yep. And then we just, we got a similar sense of humor. We always talk about the same stuff from when we was kids. It's like I'm only like really like 2 years older than him.
Yeah, we crack babies. Yeah, we ate these babies. We ate these babies. So.
Yeah. I had my parents exposed me to a lot when I was in. He had the same thing. So we got problems.
I was surprised. I was like, man, when you was some of the stuff that that y'all put together is kind of like you got the tone that it could be racy, like it could be real racy,
real
hardcore, like And then at the end of the event yesterday, he was like, "Yeah, give it up to my mom and my dad." I'm like, I look up, I said, like, "Mom and dad here?" I'm like, "They're here." You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I mean, I wanted to.
My parents almost came, and my mother was mad. My mother was mad because my father said he didn't want to look for parking.
Wow, it was a nice little ways away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, my folks, they know about some. I sold them a few sketches already, so they knew what to expect. All these years, they know. They seem worse, trust me. So they knew what to expect.
We shot stuff at his parents' house.
Yeah.
Worse stuff at his parents' house.
I get random phone calls like, yeah, whatever girl said, she left her drawers on the floor. Me and your mama got in an argument about it. You might want to come over here. So,
that was in one of the sketches on this one.
Yeah.
Man, that was a great sketch y'all did with your man. Name some people that was in this project right here.
Famo,
Jay Hollins,
Just Nisha Rice,
Blair Christian.
A lot of people.
Just Niece, which ones was
Tanisha Rice. She was on Def Comedy Jam. She was
which one did she play in the play?
In
she was in the
Is This Racist, the condom one that was going there.
Okay. Jay Hollins played a good part in there when
proposal.
That was hilarious, man. That was a very creative thought process. Man, it was pretty funny, man.
It's good, easy having talented friends.
Oh, yeah.
Man. It makes everything easy.
It makes us look good too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the thing. Shout out to them.
Yeah, y'all filled around them. I mean, you. I know y'all don't run out of ideas because y'all filled around good people, man.
Yeah.
So how is the support? Even though you filled around people, does that help with the support other projects you do? Because I mean, I know you're trying to get into a crossover mainstream platform.
There's a lot
so
of white people there.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I was like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
How do they take to your brand of humor?
They like it because it's
love
like
it.
they laugh at the same stuff.
Right.
They just like it's universal. Everybody has
Right.
issues with race.
Mhm.
Everybody, they just don't want to say them.
Right.
Like white
Right.
people, like with their gardener sketch. I know it's white people that are like, you know what? I would have thought the same thing, but it doesn't make you a bad person. It's just it is
That's
what it
how it
is.
is. And, you know,
Plug how somebody can get before you make your comment. Plug how somebody could get to support your project you just put out.
Just
Plug it real quick.
we're gonna visit either dieselworldproductions.com or jdavisfilms.com. Post updates. We might do another screening of Choke on That, the series.
Yeah, we are really thinking about it. We get a lot of people asking now, people who missed it last
Right.
night. They kind of upset because they're hearing like yourself and other people say, "Man, you know, that was y'all funny."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice, man.
Yeah,
It was a nice.
appreciate it.
So, y'all, this is setup. Y'all being here, this is setup, right? So, if y'all are so talented as y'all say y'all are, y'all got to think of a skit. We're going to do a skit right here today for our anniversary show. So we're going to do a skit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to think it up. Like somewhere, as soon as y'all say you got it, boom, we're going to take a 2-minute break and we're going to come back and we're going to be in what's called character.
Okay.
So if y'all, whenever y'all think about it, you're like, oh, I got it.
Y'all
See,
hear
Bob,
Bob?
all of us got to have roles, man.
Okay.
All of us got to have parts.
Thinking about it right now.
Yeah, so
It's a lot
everybody
of
got
pressure.
What y'all think about that? Y'all the journey of what y'all doing. Have y'all ever had like a premiere somewhere and it just bombed?
I did.
Okay, I'm about to say that's
Well,
what I'm hearing now.
for Shots Fired the first time,
Well,
like the movie was 2.5 hours long first off, the first cut of it. And whatever theater, I forgot what theater it was, probably the Porters. The movie stopped like 6 times. So people was held hostage for like 3 hours. And so I was just like irritated. To me, it was a good turnout, but I was just irritated. Like the movie kept stopping.
Right.
Wow.
You was finna make a comment and I cut you off.
I forgot what I was about to say.
You did.
Yeah, that's all right.
What about the comment to the fact that have you ever bombed, like TC just said?
I didn't think I hate to say Detroit.
Oh, Detroit. I don't
That
think
was-
about it. That's why I didn't say
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think about that.
You was there. So, thank you.
I don't
Thank
even-
you
Well,
for
the
being-
people wasn't there. What happened in Detroit?
Yeah, thanks for
What happened in
Thank
Detroit?
you for being one of the few people who came. I don't even want to say how many people. But,
Hey man, we showed up and showed out though. You understand?
but the
y'all,
people,
so I
but
get-
that white lady on the street thought we was a rap group.
Yeah, that was a racist moment because she was like, "Well, you guys a group?" I didn't realize my guy was handing out flyers behind me, and I stopped. I'm like, "Should I turn around and choke this white lady?" I'm like, "Oh wait, he giving us flyers." No, we're not a group. We got a show coming up, white lady, but you almost got punched.
So that Detroit feeling, man, when y'all had that moment right there, what do y'all contribute that to? Did y'all work or
I
just
was
a
like,
bad
I hate
promotion?
Detroit at that time. I was like, they need to do a wrecking ball through the city. Man, so I like burned it down.
Man.
But it was we did a lot of sightseeing, but it's just like we got some bad intel as far as the people gonna be there. So I thought it was gonna be a bigger crowd. Like
Did y'all have a connection up there?
we had
Yeah,
a
we had a
connection.
Yeah, we
It
did
just
TV and everything.
Didn't work out.
Really?
The connect
Yeah.
didn't work out. We did a TV interview.
And what I was told, somebody gave me some feedback, said we should have did things a little different up there. You know, you gotta, I guess in Detroit, you gotta promote like a couple months in advance
Yeah,
because it's not because nobody don't live in Detroit.
Yeah.
You go around Detroit, there's no homes. So it's like you gotta like go to the suburbs and stuff.
So yeah,
So
I think we should
Okay.
have lowered the ticket prices down to like $1 or something.
yeah,
Have y'all
so-
experienced any comedians that y'all work with that you realize not that funny?
Actually,
And name them too. Name them.
Nah, I ain't gonna put you. I just want to know, I mean, because sometimes you run into that. So.
you know what? One of the first sketches I did, Ill Will.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
It's very hard to talk to Ill Will. I'm like, hey, Ill, all right, here's the lines on action. Just saying, action. Cut. What is that? We're gonna wrap this up.
Man, he stay on 100 when he do
Yeah, he
that
do.
type of way about him.
He do his whole set in front of you.
I-
He
I-
do his
yeah,
whole set. Oh, okay.
I remember seeing him in 2005, and I was like, "Is this real? This dude okay?" He's
Yeah.
on stage, walking up I'm like, they helping him on stage and everything.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. His situation got kind of different now.
Yeah, you got a walker.
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
tennis balls on it.
He
Yeah.
still do
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah, why you laughing, man?
I don't know, man. He one of those type of dudes that if you in competition, you don't want him in there.
No,
He one of those because man, he'll win. Like he
Right.
that type that'll win. Like on that.
and you like you
Yeah.
don't want to lose to that dude.
Yeah,
Right, right.
Like if I got to take an L, like
No, but he the type you can't lose to.
Yeah.
Because he if he be hot that day, man, it's a wrap, man.
yeah.
It will like that. If he hot that day, it's a wrap, man. You know. So that was,
And the thing about him is nothing you can say to him that he ain't heard before.
Right.
So
I go ahead.
I just think the worst thing I hadn't seen though, man, as far as even with that, I recorded a dude who was blind and he had a walking stick and he was rapping. But he was like hopping around, and then his people had to like guide him back to the mic.
Man, that's stupid right there. He's a blind dude.
Yeah, he's blind, man.
Rapper?
Yeah.
White guy?
No, black.
Oh, okay.
Blind rapper.
It's a white guy.
Like
His
Blind
name is
Fury.
That dude.
yeah, he was
Blind-
easy.
Man, he
Yeah,
nice,
he was
man.
dope. I don't know
He
what
dope,
happened.
man.
No, this dude wasn't nice, but he was
He was
just blind and rapping.
So they
He
when
has
they write
love
they
and
rap in
support.
braille, right? How they writing their rap? Straight in their mind.
State freestyle, I guess.
Trish Dean say congratulations. Tanisha Brooks say congratulations. Jaw Jack anniversary still going strong. Anetta, Miss Net, calling Annette. Actually, I forgot to mention that on April 7th, we're going to be doing a meet and greet here at the Intellectual Radio Studio at 3:00 for all Intellectual Radio hosts. And we're going to partnership, Jaw Jack's partnership with Miss Annette to make that happen on April 7th.
Right,
She's saying congratulations, Robert. He called me Robert. Robert and TC. Joe Jack and Trish Dean said congratulations. Lil Rob, this is my son. He said guitar. He named all the places he's been to. Guitar, Spain, Germany, Virginia, Texas, California, Michigan, Indiana, Louisiana, Florida, and he's going to Chile in March 29th.
Hey, what's up to Tremaine? They saying happy anniversary to us, Bob. E from Edie. What up, E? Stan Carter. What up, y'all? We appreciate that. Tanisha Brooks. What up, Sheeman? What up, everybody? We appreciate y'all checking in with us on our little 2-year thing. It's much love and much appreciated. I done flipped the whole damn screen.
I want to ask you a question between y'all two. Now we talking about other people bombing.
Okay.
Y'all close friends, like the same way me and TC are close friends or whatever. And so sometimes everything, one of y'all may have an idea about a skit or a scene or something like that, and you listen to them, just like the Wayners brothers when Keenan and Ivory was like. They knew this David Allen Greer, this one scene David Allen Greer was gonna do was gonna bomb, and they knew it, and they sent them off and let them do it anyway, and they let all these chickens out on them.
Right.
Do y'all have moments in between y'all when you listening to something that he's saying that maybe like, man, this ain't gonna not be that funny, and you so happen to be right? You're right, it wasn't, or the vice versa. Do y'all have those moments with each other?
I haven't had one with him.
I don't think so. I mean, usually if I say we might tweak some things.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't.
So y'all compose,
Right.
more.
He might have an idea, and I may say something. No, I may have an idea, and he might. There's been times where I talked about something, and the end of the next day, I get a script, and he's like, I was like, wait, we just talked about this yesterday.
We had a man law had to happen to him. Like, you shook
Why it gotta
up with
happen to me?
somebody. And then he told me the story. Like, you shook up with this guy, and his face touched the guy. And, you bring him in. He's like, yeah, I put the beer and everything. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Run a man law.
Now you ain't supposed to feel nobody full beer.
Yeah.
I ain't supposed to feel your cheek go up when you smile.
Your head gotta go the opposite way, man. What you on?
That was just a nice pause right there. Like,
You just go separate directions after that.
What up,
Right.
Gay? So y'all compose more. So y'all brought idea, or y'all can take an idea that it may be funny. You can pull elements out.
Right.
That's part of your genius.
So,
then. That's what you saying. That's
like,
part of your genius.
I saw like yesterday. I was walking through the mall, and I'm like, man, maybe I should get like a manicure before the sketch, before the show. And so I saw a Korean lady sitting right outside. I'm like, is it racist if I think that she do nails?
Yes.
You on the clock, lady? I gotta get this done real quick.
right.
So I'm like, I should write that.
Stereotype. I mean, that gotta help your product, right?
Yeah.
I mean, don't you think so?
Everybody has them though.
Yeah. And
Everybody.
people just don't want to admit to have them. Everybody have them.
Mhm.
So which ones are fair to have? Let's talk about stereotypes. What stereotypes are fair?
Well,
Easy. Tell us some fair stereotypes. Everybody, tell us some fair.
he said that he had the condom one, which was,
Oh yeah,
I'm cool with that.
oh yeah. That's a good stereotype.
Right,
for the
that's a good one, right?
All black dudes,
Right.
that's the stereotype, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're all cool with that.
I think
the
all
black men are
Asians are smart. I
Right.
haven't met
Yeah,
a dumb
that's-
Asian before. I've never homeless Asian before. So
Nah.
some of them are smart. I just don't trust them
I
to
would
walk
be
my dog.
shocked if I saw a homeless Asian person.
Yeah.
I would be very shocked.
cool. Oh yeah, that would be interesting.
Right. Like, what the
They out there.
They say they got to be out there
They out
somewhere.
there somewhere.
Hey, they must can't count or something. I don't know what to.
But yeah, it's a lot of stereotypes. It's true. Like if I go to Home Depot and I see a Hispanic guy with a wife beater on, I'm like, he's not from here. Like he's doing something illegal.
Wow.
You gonna have
Y'all
to
couldn't be police officers at all. Y'all couldn't be police officers.
Racial profiling.
Yeah, he's sagging.
No, they actually be very good police.
Right.
No.
You got a stereotype to be a police officer, don't you?
Sometimes it's good police work.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, my son was telling me when he was when he first became a police officer,
Uh-huh.
he was like, man, Dad, you know how we put the flash the light on somebody from behind?
Yeah.
And he said, when you flash that light, you can see a whole bunch of movement.
Right.
And he said 9 times out of 10, when you see that movement from people, it's something wrong with their license plates or their license, or it's something wrong.
They doing something.
They're doing something.
Like,
He
they
said, all we
fidgety.
do is flash the light and just watch them,
Mm.
and they just fidgety.
Right.
And all that fidgety behavior, you can see it. So those stereotypes are so
Ah,
important.
Right.
Yeah. They
I
say a
think-
lot. Right.
Yeah. What else?
So you just freezing the light then. That's the answer. Huh?
Yeah, you just freeze. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
You
gotta
got
freeze.
big bright light all in your face.
Right.
To the
I
mirror.
think that like when I go in certain stores, I've been thinking they probably think I'm steal something. So have you ever went to a store and you ain't found what you want, but you're like, I'm gonna buy something just so they won't think I'm gonna
Yeah,
steal
yeah,
something?
right,
Oh, I mean,
right.
just juice real quick.
Right. Right.
I mean,
do
the,
that all the
the
time.
Well,
police
I've been
ones
stereotyping.
still-
If I don't find, I'm walking right out there.
Right.
Straight up.
I done walked in plenty of times and walked right back out. Right out.
Mm.
I don't know about you, man. I'm from the West Side though, so
I'm not. I was when I was driving through the West Side the other day. I was like, when I left y'all event.
Uh-huh.
No, actually, it was the comedy show because y'all was a downtown.
Right.
yeah.
It was the comedy show
Mhm.
with my brother. It was just like it felt like a different world. That's the first time that I had
Mhm.
actually outside of Roosevelt Road,
Right.
but it's the first time I sort of rolled through the West Side.
Mhm.
My entire life, like rolled through it. It felt like I was in a completely different city from Chicago to me.
Yep.
That's strange. Is that different from the South Side and stuff like that?
And yeah. You know what? People talk about the South Side, and that's good and bad on the South Side. And I think the biggest issue though is even though when they give people money, they give the South Side money.
Okay.
They don't necessarily they X out the West Side, but we've always had the worst crime problem. We've
Who,
had
West
more-
Side?
Yeah, West Side
Mhm.
we've always had more murders, everything. I mean, I grew up in the 90s and man, our murder rate was in the city was at one point over 900 murders. So on the West Side, man, our area was like 100. I think in one year, we got like 100 something murders
Okay.
in the area.
Mhm.
So we've always had issues, man, but we never gotten like any like funding or anything like that. And people just always think, oh, South Side. West Side just as bad, if not worse.
Mhm.
Some people on the South Side don't want to even mess with the West Side,
Yeah.
which is sad.
Act like it's a different city.
Right.
Mhm.
Which is sad because for me, I don't really see a difference. I see there's more like now, and especially in Inglewood, there's more funding. But
Yeah, it's a conscious effort in
Right,
Inglewood.
right.
It's a big conscious effort in Inglewood.
but we got just as many problems, man. I mean, I don't live on the West Side anymore, but my parents still do.
Mhm.
So
What is the element of what makes the West Side so different? I mean, I know you obvious drugs, and I'm talking about what is the element?
well, one of the things, the biggest element is the history of it. The history of the West Side, man. Like when the blacks first came to Chicago, they settled mainly on the South Side. Some of them branched out to Lawndale and got to the West Side that way, but those areas were still predominantly white. And so up until the 70s, it was predominantly white in a lot of West Side neighborhoods, and then it was white flight. So like with King being assassinated, with the riots on Madison, it left us without any businesses and no business corridor. So that's what hurt. And I think that's always been the biggest issue, was there's more black owned businesses and I guess the history on the south side than the west side.
I know when my brother was doing doing the comedy show, one of the girls, she was making a difference between the west side and the south side, and she broke it out. She said the first thing you got to recognize the difference between the west side and the south side is our percolators are different.
Yeah, I know. I ain't even know that.
Really? I ain't even know that either.
This the south side percolator.
Oh, really?
Something like that.
Yeah, we keep it in.
Yeah, see, and that's like what she said.
Yeah, we keep. Yep.
She said it's too much. She said we won that victory. Southside won because y'all was doing too much. She said,
right. We came all the way down and come back up with it.
Right. That's exactly, that was the difference. Yeah. Did y'all know that?
Yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't know that though.
I didn't either. I didn't know it was a difference in the percolators.
Sister, man.
Huh?
I got a sister.
I didn't know, man. Because that's the woman dance, ain't it? To me,
right. I got a sister.
Right. I didn't know it was a difference.
Dude did the percolator. Hold on now. Dude did the percolator.
I mean, I
Yeah, they used to be in there doing the percolator.
Right, yeah, they did.
Yeah, we catch a dude doing the Southside percolator. He looked wild on it. Right.
They did.
Dude, man. He looked wild, man. I'm just saying.
I always tell people, man, especially people from Atlanta, like the percolator is the predecessor to the bankhead bounce.
Okay.
So people who don't know, that was Chicago.
Anything about your comedy that you feel like you got to apologize about? Do you ever feel like you got to apologize about anything you do?
Look, like now I post more crazy stuff on Instagram, on Facebook, just because I don't feel like cursing nobody out on Facebook for saying, hey, why you post that? Because I found myself doing that. I'm like, I done wasted 2 hours making somebody's life miserable just because they said something. They said like, it was a sexual harassment sketch I posted, and like it's not funny, but she didn't even watch the sketch.
Right.
So that's what made me mad.
It was a 2-part thing.
Yeah. She didn't even watch the sketch, and she's like, harassment's not funny. And I just went in. I started sending all these clips of all these different scenes, and this harassment. She got mad.
Yeah, you responded.
Yeah. So, but I don't feel I have to apologize to anybody. You don't turn your computer off, turn your phone off, unfollow them. You don't have to look at the stuff I post.
Was that hard getting to that point?
No, it wasn't.
You always been an a-hole, huh?
Yeah,
you're like, okay, what you think?
I don't care. I posted like the first sketch.
Well, you're not an a-hole. I'm not calling you.
No, I am an a-hole, but
he admits it.
The first sketch that I did, it was the you been on, and it was a kid who went inside of a priest's house and then came out crying.
Now I didn't shoot that one. He asked me and I turned that one down.
So that was the first one I shot, and people thought it was real just because the way the show set up. People thought it was real. Like, oh my God, how could you do that? I'm laughing, and it's like I sent it to like Leon Rogers via Facebook. Like 5 in the morning, and he shouted it out on the radio. He was like, "Yo, we and Tony Schofield watched the sketch. It was hilarious." So I'm like, "All right, it ain't that bad if they liked it." So,
wow.
But
you're listening to Joe Jack and Bob and TC on IntellectualRadio.com. We're gonna go on a quick commercial break, and we're gonna come right back. We got our guest in the building, Mr. Jay Davis and Dante.
People call me Dante.
Dante. The first thing on the other side of the break, when he come back, he's gonna have to explain to us why he's called Little Diesel. Joe Jack, TC.
You said you're leaving me, something must be wrong. You got my attention, now let me get off this phone. Said you don't want me no more, honey, have your way. Can you excuse me now? I think I need to cry. I buried while you were still with me. Now you're ready to leave cause you're sick of it. I stood by your side, boy, when you had no chance. You moved in my crib, put me in bed. You give me the best, I ain't seen the best yet. You gave me the news, baby. And I'm praising my God 'cause I'm proud of the thing. Doing so much better without you. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Right about that. About to take my spirit back. Since you don't want me no more. There's a hallelujah. I ain't got to lose. Taking back my dignity. Hallelujah. Ain't got no love song for you. I'm just singing hallelujah.
Welcome back to Joe Jackson Radio with Bob and TC on IntellectualRadio.com with our special guest in the building today, Mr. Dante Diesel Williams and Jay Davis.
What's happening?
Filmmaker, producers, all of that, comedian. Man, tell us what diesel mean, first of all. You never told us what a diesel came
It's
from.
It's not bad. I give the G-rated version. It just go back to college, man. When I was I used to keep weights in my room.
Okay.
That's pretty much where it comes from. I kept like 2 60-pound like dumbbells, and I was the only person on the floor just lifting like that, like crazy. And so some cats from Northern came down from my best friend, my roommate, and they said, "What the hell is this? This dude got weights in the room? like the room's half of this is like from here to here." So
You putting weights in there?
right. And so I got weights. I got like a little sit-up bench and everything. Be in the room working out. And so and then my roommate said, "Yeah, D, he work out all the time." Say more like Diesel. And that's pretty much how it happened. Everybody started laughing at me.
Yeah.
And then it just stuck.
When the girls start liking it, he start getting different.
Like, I can use his name. His name cool.
Right.
I'll hold on.
Nah.
What's our skit, man? Come on, man. Give us a skit real quick.
You're right. I came up with the idea.
You came up with the idea?
Said work release radio.
Work release radio. Take one.
Work release radio.
Take one. We all got roles. Like you got to give your name. We got to give names. What's our names?
I'm Cue Ball.
Cuba. I'm Genghis Khan. I'm Genghis Khan.
I'm Conan. Just call me Conan.
I'm Shank.
All right, Genghis Khan. Why should we hire you at this radio station?
Take one. First of all, G, I'm gonna tell you, man. Like this is what it is. You know, my name comes from this actual slang. I used to slay people. You understand?
Mhm.
So the reason why I bring a little element of real that you've never seen.
Okay.
You y'all ain't never seen it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Straight up.
That's what's up.
Yeah. What about you? Well, you asking the question.
I'm
Where
asking
you
the question.
asking?
I'm asking the question.
How you gonna have a name like Cue Ball, but you're asking the question?
I'm almost cursed. Conan,
What's up?
what do you bring to the table?
You see, I believe that I am reformed enough to provide the type of stability to this establishment that you deserve it, because you know, my skillness has arisen me to this point.
He
My
performed
brother.
a lot.
Okay.
He performed. What does perform mean? Come on, man. That's what I mean by keeping it real. Dude is not keeping it real. He performed.
Listen, brother. Listen, brother. I've read.
What you read? What you read?
I forgot,
Okay.
but I read it. I read it.
And a book.
I read a book. It was in a book.
Mhm.
It was in a book. It had some pictures,
Okay.
but I read it, and I've attained a skill set,
Right.
and the knowledge. It's all up in here, brother. The knowledge. You see it.
But his watch don't even work, man. Come on, man. That ain't keeping it real. The dude watch don't work. Come on, man.
His watch.
Conan. Dude named Conan.
What's my man name right here?
Shank.
Shank. Okay. That's dangerous. Shank.
Shank.
What would you bring other than a weapon to this establishment?
You know, security, protection. You know, I don't play no games. It's automatic on me.
Are you willing to take another man's life in front of his family?
Will I?
His name is Shank.
Man, Shank, man. That's what I do.
That's what I'm talking about.
You hire me, just let me by the door. Ain't nobody. You fire somebody, you walk me down there with you. They getting up out this building. I'm Shank. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, so let me
what I
tell you,
do.
what is this thrill you get in your name? Cue ball.
Cue ball.
You some white ball knocking all the black balls, all the other colored balls all around the table. I mean, where you
That's
feel
right,
pride
brother.
in that name?
Cue ball.
Brother.
That's racist,
The
man.
white ball, that's the last ball on the table. No matter what happened. All you colored balls get knocked in the hole in a sunken place. But the white ball will remain on the green earth.
Spoken like a true Oreo, my brother.
Shout out, man, Jay Davis and my man Dante Diesel. Man, that's what's up, man. Appreciate y'all playing along in the Jaw Jack game, but y'all got to tell me some places y'all been so we can kind of get a grasp of how your worldview is shaped. Because the whole point of that question is, I think that the more places we travel in the world,
Mhm.
you know, it's not about bragging about how many places you went, but I think the more places you travel, I think it shapes your worldview.
They do.
Yep.
And so I just was curious to know what places you've been to and how has it shaped you in a perspective way. Like, wow, man, I never, you know.
Well, recently, like LA, we
we
went to
went,
LA.
yeah.
We both went. I went for the first time this year, like in January.
Right,
I went
same
twice. Right. And so I just had this perception in my head about like how Hollywood Boulevard is, because you
Mhm.
see it on TV.
It's all nice.
It's all, yeah, you think it's
palm
nice, but you get there
trees
like,
and-
oh snap, it's Eddie Murphy and a homeless guy, like right there. So I'm like, oh wow, it smelled like the Red Line.
It's
It was
weird.
like I would give
It's-
the pea smell a 8 and a half.
it's
Really
strange.
Wow.
Just walking around, yeah.
Really?
Really
So
strange.
it's not what you think.
Yeah, probably-
Beverly Hills and Hollywood Boulevard is two different places. So
Yeah,
Interesting.
it is weird. I was out there too. And I don't know. The weird in LA is different from New York. I went to New York too, and the weird there is like it's the smell is a little bit different. It's a pea smell, but
Less pissy though. It's a
yeah,
little less
it's
pissy.
garbage though. It's garbage mixed in with it because the garbage is on the streets. That's the first place I've seen where the garbage is picked up on Saturdays.
wow.
Like,
really?
Wow.
Yeah, like I saw garbage trucks out there on the Saturday.
They, every other day too. I mean, they pick it up every day too.
I
Right?
seen rats on the subway come out, start talking to you.
Mhm.
And like I seen them walking with like a piece of pizza, like, hey, what's up, homie? We got this. Okay, cool.
Wow.
I'm over here, you over there. They ain't got no shame.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
LA, name somewhere else
Went to
that they had left an impression on you, positive or
when
negative.
we went to Detroit. We were like, hey, let's go by Hitsville. All right, cool.
Oh,
I'm like, there's like a lot of abandoned houses by Hitsville.
and the
Like,
KFC.
right, and the KFC. Oh, I can
That KFC down the street.
with the glass, the bulletproof glass
The
that messed
bullet-
up everybody order.
The bulletproof glass. Let me see this. The bulletproof glass was about as thick as this bottle of water.
At the
Yeah.
KFC, they messed up everybody order. But it's like everybody take a picture of the Hitsville house, but they crop out the abandoned
All
house,
the vacant
on both
lots.
sides, Yeah.
And it's
Wow.
not just. I know we dog in Detroit,
Yeah,
so
it
people in
sounds
Detroit,
like that.
it's kind of bad.
Yeah, it
But,
kind of does sound like.
But the Hitsville, what people didn't realize is if you go directly to the next lot, because there's no house, the next lot, you can see straight down for like 2 or 3 more blocks because it's vacant like that.
Yeah.
I got a coworker, and he told me when I came back. He said, "Yeah, he's from Detroit, white dude," and he said, "Man," He said, I went back home for the first time in a long time where my grandparents used to live, and there's nothing there. And he said, then all of a sudden I saw a horse come out of nowhere. I was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm just looking at him like, what? He's like, yeah, it's just a horse. I'm like, that's Detroit.
I went to Mexico years back, and it's just like I wouldn't just hang out in Mexico. Like the resort was cool, but it's like around the surrounding area that was like poverty right there. That was bad, and I didn't have money on me. I was scared. Vegas, it's a lot of the drug of choice is meth, from what I'm told.
Vegas?
Yeah. So Vegas is it's a weird
I
atmosphere.
never had an interest in going to Vegas. I mean, you know,
You don't gamble. Do you gamble?
I don't gamble.
Yeah, so
Right,
it's not for you. I don't either.
Is that? I mean, that's all it's about.
It's about
It's a lot of things.
it's
to do.
the
Yeah,
nightlife.
I mean, I heard.
Yeah,
I mean,
the nightlife is crazy because he's out to like the next day.
yeah,
But if you don't gamble, you won't have as fun as people that gamble.
yeah. What about you, T?
About finds what?
I mean, anyway, where you have been there, you know.
Well, I've been left impression to me. Realize like I'm a city dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, going to real country places.
Yep.
Like I've been to Tiptonville, Tennessee, Ridgely, Tennessee, outside Dyersburg.
It's a whole different level.
I be going. When I go places, I try to fit cultures. Like
Right.
being from the city, they say Chicago fast, so we different. So you go to other cities and ain't nothing like the city. Ain't nothing like Chicago to me. I mean, people want to run. I know it costs a lot to live here and whatever. But when you come back and see that little skyline, you be happy. It's like, man, Chicago much better than you realize. That's what I realized. Even when New Orleans, they still got water down there. They got that Six Flags Great America thing they had out there. Look like a swamp. I mean, it's crazy, you know. And you appreciate a lot of stuff. Every time I went to, I appreciate coming back. I appreciate it because it's different, man.
I went to Dallas like end of last year, and it was like, you can identify everybody hood. Like soon, like we went there, and I'm like, we got lost. I was with my folks, and I'm like, I think we in the hood. Almost like how I'm like, well, we by a liquor store and it's open at 8 a.m. and somebody was sitting out front of it. Wow. So I'm like, yeah, we in the hood. We gotta get out of here.
But that's essentially how it was when we was in LA. I think we actually, when we shot the Boys in the Hood sketch out there, and I think we went to the actual liquor store that Ricky and Trey went to. Yeah.
But we ain't see no gangs. We ain't see no Crips or Blood, because we was like, so we went red or blue, like, I don't know, do they still be on that out here?
We ain't see nobody. I think we saw a couple hypes, but other than that, nah.
Oh, and they homeless people out there different.
Yeah.
Like they dude, we came out like in and out, and the homeless dude was laying on the street like this.
With his shoes off, with a sheet of cardboard.
Charging his phone.
Yep.
Well, charging his phone.
They had like an outdoor
outlets.
Yeah, he charged his phone like this on the street. Like that. I'm like, it's the way y'all do it out here.
Yeah. I mean, if I discover I can't make it in life, I'm gonna move to somewhere hot.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been out of Chicago.
I'm looking at these, I'm like, this is the worst place to be.
We rolled through Skid Row. We were rolling through Skid Row because you was
I was knocked out.
He was asleep, and that was blocks and blocks and blocks of tents of homeless people.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's totally different out there. They homeless, but they live nice.
The homeless live nice.
Yeah, they got tents and sitting on the street.
About like that shit called pneumonia.
Right. Why is the cost of living so high out there? Is that what
I think it's the cost or what it's built up to be. They build it up like that. So
you want to be in Chicago, huh? You want to be in California, huh? Yeah, I get that. I mean, I don't know. I know when I went to Virginia, I thought Virginia was beautiful. I was in the military for a few years. Virginia had beautiful weather, but it was Virginia was kind of more of a military and a young people town. Virginia Beach. I was at Virginia Beach, Norfolk, in that area. That's mostly military and college towns. So that's for young. When you're young. Not now. 40. I'm too old to be in Virginia.
Right. For some college kids.
Yeah. Your life changed in that way. No, you're too young for that. Where else? Overseas.
That's it.
I ain't got nothing. I got Florida, man. Florida was for me was like I went to Daytona Beach when I was in college. for Black Beach, and it's crazy how I guess kind of racist it was afterwards because I was there till it was over. And then I saw like the old retirees, like soon as everybody left the strip, I saw people like come out and start putting their chairs on the lawn. Like it was crazy. Like I mean, just old white people come out like, man, we back. That was it. Like a few days before BET and everybody was there, sprinkling everything. So
let me name real quick. Trish Deans. She said she's been to Michigan, Minnesota, Tennessee, Nevada, New York. One of y'all named New York and Tennessee. You named Tennessee, TC. Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Costa Rica, Italy in May. And she's going to Italy in May. I assume that means that Jamaica. I seen somebody just went to Jamaica or the Bahamas for the I think it was DeAndre Rucker. He posted some online. The one who yeah, him and his wife went somewhere to the anniversary. They was overseas. That's kind of what sparked that question in my mind. Like how does it shape your worldview? Like y'all saying how California. I think the reason why I bring that up because I think a lot part of the problem sometimes with some people within our community. I think our worldview is not broad enough.
Right.
I think we'll have a different perspective. You know, we'll have a little more patience with certain things that we see going around. Like TC was saying that, man, I really appreciate that skyline when I come to the crib based on some of the other stuff I seen going out in the country in Tennessee. You think grass green on the other side of the world sometimes.
I just feel it's phony, man. I mean, let's be real for a minute. All that old traveling stuff. It's fun, but like, let's be real, man. You went to Bahamas, man. And then, I mean, they don't tell you the truth, man. Look it up. It's real, man. They be murdering people out there, man.
The poverty and I mean, they don't talk about the poverty.
Tell the truth, man. You go there thinking it's one thing, and then you scared to come out the building because all them bad women.
Well, they tell you don't leave the resort. Right. They tell you.
But when you see them on the beaches, you don't know they from over there. They just trying to get in the hotel and they be slitting necks, man. People getting their necks slit, all kind of stuff. I'm like, man, I want to go home, man. They lie.
I don't think you should let that deter you from
it is real though.
From not traveling. Because every place got a hood, man. And I think,
but right outside of that,
we don't got cartels that's kidnapping people.
And then where the climate is now, ain't nothing wrong with traveling. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I mean. But what I'm saying is not a necessity. It's not important to me. Well, I do it with the right person.
Well, I think a part of first of all, what people from Chicago, we got a double whammy, double-edged sword because we from Chicago and we Americans, right? So when we going overseas, being American, you looked at it as a cash cow. You are completely on. You cannot shake that stigma. Period. You looked at it as cash cow. So all of the price is going to be an upcharge right off the top for you. You know, and then when you're from Chicago, first of all, you got a celebrity status when you say you're from Chicago, or you got a direct immediate enemy status. It's either you uplifted directly, you almost don't get that in between. You either you rough gangster gangbanger,
right?
Or we don't like you because you that. Either they celebrate you for that, So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I was saying on the flip side, man, like even I know just being downtown when we do interviews and we talk to like foreigners who are like on Michigan Avenue, they come to Chicago. That's all they really see when they come to Chicago. They come here and they see Michigan Avenue and they get to see the buildings and everything. Oh man, this is so nice. This is so nice. They don't go a few miles west or a few miles south. They stay there. They stay museum campus or whatever, and they see that. So their perception, like you say, is totally different. It's actually going on what you say too. Their perception of what Chicago is might be totally different until they in the news that we got 700 murders last year, or the people are living like this, or this Laquan McDonald getting shot and killed. They see all that, and that's what's happening here too.
Yeah.
So it's like you got these parallels in all these different places, and you got. I mean, that's part of what you got to take in. Even when you go to New York, when you go wherever, you got parallels. Dallas, you got a hood. You're gonna have some high points and some low points.
Yeah. I want to ask y'all, what's y'all ultimate goal based on what y'all doing? Where's y'all ultimate goal? Where you guys going with your movie career, with the filming career, comedy? Where are you going? Where's Jay Davis? Where's Dante Diesel? Where are y'all going?
Well, hopefully we planning on pitching. Well, we're actually going to pitch this.
There's no hopefully.
Yeah.
We're going to go.
Yeah, we're pitching Choke on That, the series. That's the first thing. Plan A right now. We're pitching that right now. and because we got an agent in LA, so we're gonna pitch it. It's complete now, so we're gonna pitch it, and the summer hopefully, well, we will shoot another black movie too.
Okay.
And I think also just continue creating content. We want to continue to create content in terms of movies, in terms of sketches, in terms of TV shows. You know, he's got scripts that, you know, it's some crazy scripts he's got already. Film scripts. I got some TV scripts. We just constantly writing, constantly working. And I think, you know, that's bottom line what it all boils down to. I look at like Netflix a lot, and I see like the Duff brothers, or I see, you know, people who created Lena Waite, who created one of the creators of Master of None and The Shy. You know, stuff like people like that, man. That's what I want to do, constantly create content. And I think, you know, he does the same thing. We want to keep putting it out, so we have like some for people to see years from now.
I want people. I want to change the landscape too, because, you know, no offense to the cell phone sketch people. I don't got no issue with them, but it's like people been dumbed down now. They don't like to think. They just want stuff. I want to see it in 30 seconds. I want to laugh in 30 seconds or whatever. It's like we're from a generation where Robert Townsend and Living Color. They make you think. They were like, they want. I want your brain to process what you're looking at.
We ain't got nothing against the ratchet comedy, because I kind of call it a ratchet comedy, but at the same time, it's like it's also just like intellectual comedy too. So we do want to make people think and put a message out there, but not hit you over the head with the message. You laugh and you're like, oh. You know, just stop, like, think about it.
And we want to do it while wearing clothes out of the men's department.
Right, absolutely.
Thank you,
Absolutely, my man. My man.
Thank you.
That's my man. That's what's up.
Right.
I want to ask y'all about the Netflix, since you brought up Netflix.
Yeah.
With the thing that's going on with Monique.
Yeah.
Are y'all kind of familiar
Yes.
with that story?
Yeah.
So give us some insight on about what's going on with this Monique story and where y'all stand on it.
It's just, bottom line, it's the difference between wealth and value.
Yep.
So yeah, she has every right to know what her wealth is, her worth. She has worth and value. She has every right to have her worth. She has the right to know that. But at the same time, your value to this company is probably different than what you think your worth is, and that's just what it is. She hasn't had a big social media presence. That's real important with them, and she hasn't done anything that she starred in the last 5 years.
Right.
And the people that she named are hot. Like even Amy Schumer, her deal was like, I think 800-something thousand, and she was starring in movies like the last 3-4 years. So it's like she needs people around her to tell her, instead of like, you know, someone like her husband who's her manager, like, hey babe, maybe we should try to parlay this deal or just go to another company. But if you put a company like Netflix on blast like she did, you're not gonna get another deal. Like Wanda Sykes, they lowball Wanda Sykes. She's like, okay, cool. She went somewhere else and got a deal. So there's ways to handle things too.
I think it's failure to see the light at the end of the tunnel, because, you know, you just go back to what Jay-Z was saying on 444, where you can flip that, man. You getting $500,000 to produce a show, a comedy show. The last comedy show she produced was when? Like
Queens of Comedy.
It was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So over 10 years ago. And now, like he said, we got the cell phone generation. We got people on social media, hot on social media. And I know she has accolades and has won Oscars and everything like that. But this is my idea. I mean, if you take that $500,000, take a quarter of that, produce you a dope comedy special, put it on Netflix, let that run, and build the numbers up, you're going to get offered something else. It's going to lead to other movie roles, and you back in the limelight, you back in Oscar, contention, all that. But you got to sometimes reinvent yourself. So like I say, it's light at the end of the tunnel, and I don't think she saw that.
Yeah.
That's a good comment. Reinvent yourself. Because I think that's what it sounded like when I was listening.
Yes, I think she's still just caught up in I'm the queen of comedy. I was in Precious. She's still caught up in that, and like nobody's taking it away from me.
Right.
But it's like it's different times now. It's like things don't work the way the bootleg man selling $2 movies now.
Right.
People's not buying DVDs anymore.
Right.
Times have changed. You got to change.
I didn't know Netflix was so hot.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Netflix and all the streaming sites, they're blowing up now. People there's people who do not have DVD players. Yeah. I've given people copies of our past stuff, and they're like, I just can't play it.
I don't have a DVD. Like
Wow.
DVD
Yep.
player. That's what Blockbuster just pop they sell Family Video right down the street. They gone. There's no more video stores.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Right.
Redbox, and then
Yep.
that's gonna go eventually. Because
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
deep, man.
It's all streaming.
I know when I was listening to the Monique's appearance on the Breakfast Club
Mhm.
and Charlamagne the God. I don't know if y'all saw that.
yeah, I
Y'all seen
did.
that?
I did.
And what was interesting for me is at the end of the interview, I actually agreed with Monique.
Me too.
Yeah.
To this, you saw the interview too,
Yeah.
T? I agree with Monique.
Me
And
too.
what she was saying was, you don't have a right to speak on something you don't know, Charlamagne.
Right.
Because once you do that from your platform, it's
Mhm.
poisonous.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. That I
Right.
think that the Breakfast Club does.
Yeah,
I'm
the
not
gossip.
about that.
Right.
That's
Mhm.
gossip, man. That's
Mhm.
like here we are, Monique doing her thing, regardless of like your explanation about her saying, saying she need to make adjustment to the times.
Mhm.
I
Right.
agree.
Right.
That's reality.
Right.
That means we gotta adjust.
Right.
But to go out on the platform and just go out there and pitch
Yeah.
out, she the donkey of the day
Right.
Right.
for this
Oh,
reason
yeah,
right here,
yeah.
based on the little and
And
she
he's going off hearsay.
hearsay.
Right.
And her and her husband was shooting stuff he didn't know.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And it was just like, now what do you do? He wasn't even man enough to say, I apologize.
Right.
I apologize. I'm sorry. I went off the wrong information or whatever I had.
Right.
And I just felt like that's why I asked about the Netflix thing.
Yeah.
Because I saw that video. I'm glad y'all saw it too.
Yeah.
I was just like, I think that's irresponsible.
Journalism.
That's
It is.
irresponsible platform.
It is.
Go ahead.
It is, and like he's saying, as a journalist, we do have a thing called journalistic integrity, and so that's what I try to tell people. The difference is between certain outlets and us. We like at NBC, man, we're held legally liable for like falsely reporting anything.
Yeah.
We got a legal team that comes in every year, and they tell us, okay, this is what you guys can't do, what you can do, what you can say on social. What you can't say on social media, everything, getting in the beefs with people on social media. So, I mean, it's crazy, man. But you still represent that outlet. But that's one of the things that, like you said, they should take into account when you put things out there. You gotta take into account, okay, you might be putting something false out there, and you don't know the details.
Yeah. And it make it to me. I know we can't stop the momentum of their popularity. I want them to be popular because I want to support all stuff that reflect a space for us to get our unique expression out. 'Cause I think
Exactly.
Black's got a unique expression,
Right.
and it comes from a lot of different ways. It feels good listening to somebody like Benny Siegel, and then next thing you know, Louis Farrakhan. That feel good to hear
Right.
that range,
Right.
on any platform.
Right.
But when it's irresponsibly done,
Yeah. He could have simply just bought on there when it first happened and asked the question like, "What's going on with the Netflix deal?" It's simple as that.
yeah,
Like, 'cause
right.
he went viral with that video telling everybody to boycott it. They could have bought her on like, Monique, what's going on?
Found out first.
Yeah.
But he made a donkey of the day.
Right.
And that's what she came in and called him. What she called him at the end?
He said
Some
something
kinda-
like, "You would be the slave, and you would walk
Take
your wife into." I'm
Man,
like,
deep. It was
Jesus.
deep. Man.
I
It
was
was
like,
deep. I
I
said,
was like,
man.
you dug that one up.
Yeah, she dug that
Yeah.
one up. Man. He said that wasn't on the surface of her.
Right.
that was
I'm like,
waiting. That was
whoa.
burning.
She want him to feel that one.
She was right. Hey, are y'all familiar with okay, I'm gonna say some names. I guess going toward the end of the show, I'm just gonna throw out some stuff, and I want to hear y'all take on it, just
Okay.
at random stuff.
Mhm.
Colin Kaepernick. What does
Colin.
that mean to y'all?
Equivalent of Muhammad Ali.
Really?
Yeah. Equivalent of Muhammad Ali, just because he started a peaceful protest. It wasn't something he took it upon himself on his platform. Knew what he was up against and still did it regardless, and has been ostracized for it.
Mhm.
And so this is somebody you haven't really heard him saying anything too much about it. There's more people fighting for him than him fighting for himself.
Mhm.
He fought for everybody else. So I mean, just in that instance, and I've talked with other people, white people, about it too, and they've kind of agreed. Like, this is peaceful protest. If we can't go out in the street and yell and march, but then at the same time we can't kneel and protest in peace, which is what Dr. King did also
Mhm.
during their sit-ins, then what can we do? Then you're voiceless.
Mhm. Mhm.
it shows that racism is still alive. Like
Yep.
if you one of the people when this first started happening, I was seeing people and I was calling them out. They were saying, "Well, he's not good anymore." I'm like, "Well, when has Tim Tebow ever been good?"
Right.
like he's not good anymore. What like he was on a terrible team. When is he not good anymore? He went to the Super Bowl.
Right.
Like
couple
he's not
years
good.
ago.
Like this, if you don't like him, say I don't like him. I don't like what he's doing. But
Right.
for you to say he's not good enough, it shows that deep down you just don't agree with what he's doing and you're racist.
Right, because he's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
he's better than a lot of quarterbacks.
Exactly.
He's better than
I'm
Mike Glennon and that 18 million Mike Glennon got from the Bears
You're
last year.
telling me out of 100 quarterbacks, 53 teams?
Yeah,
No,
You-
no, ain't no 50.
30,
30.
30. You can't make one
You-
roster.
you
He's
play
not a
golf.
math- he's not a math man.
What sport you play?
That's why he writes and doesn't do math.
That's why your name is Jay Davis and his name Diesel.
I'm like, you telling me this man can't make one team
Right.
at all? Like, come on,
Right.
Not even a third string backup.
Like, not
Right.
even like
Right.
a practice
Come on,
squad.
man.
You telling me he can't make a practice squad?
Right.
So-
Because if you go 30 teams, at least they got 2 quarterbacks on every team. So that's 60 plus quarterbacks. So
Right.
you saying he's the 65th
Right.
worst
65th
quarterback.
option.
Come on, man. That's crazy. Now, what's interesting about that, the reason why I even brought that up is because they got this boy, what's his name, Johnny Manziel.
Yeah,
Nah,
Man, he
he's
out
drunk.
The coke.
Yeah, the alcohol.
Yeah, he was
can't
on
even pass.
drugs too. Yeah.
He can't even pass a liquor store or strip joint without stopping.
But
You know?
he's getting a tryout.
He getting another tryout.
Right.
Mhm.
I'm like, when has he ever been good? If that's your argument.
I mean, I see people who've killed and done drugs and domestic battery, everything, man. They've gotten third chances in the NFL. And this dude kneeled down during the national anthem.
Yeah.
When you think about that, and people took it so serious, like, all right, I understand it's the national anthem, but go through all the verses of the national anthem and then find that last verse and listen to it. And if you were in that position, how would you feel? See, people don't put themselves in that position. I think that's part of the problem. You have to be able to see things from 2 sides of the coin. So, but I see him as being, you're going to see years later, probably 20 years, 30 years later, people are going to look back at that moment and they're going to look at him for his social activism.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You remember they called all kind of names,
Yep.
Trader,
Yep.
everything.
Yeah, he was banned from boxing for 3
Yeah.
years.
Mhm.
A lot of people forget that. He was banned from boxing.
Now he's a hero.
Mhm.
So
People wear him on t-shirts now.
Mhm. I know. I mean, even Martin Luther King. Somebody had to be like, man, ain't nobody going out there with that dude again.
Yep.
He jumped on, but
It's not. You see this not?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we good. Okay, I'm gonna throw another name out there. Donald Trump.
he's struggling, man.
I don't know he out personal takes him.
I mean, it's like I don't think he was expecting to win. Like,
I don't
like
think so either.
it's like you ever get hired for a job and you underqualified. Like they must really need help in this way.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I really think it's tough, and it's bad. It's real bad. It's like I just don't want to go to war and get sent off to war. That's my biggest fear, getting sent off to war. Like,
But I don't think they can send us, man. We
Too old.
we're too old now.
yeah, I mean you about.
I'm almost I'm almost 40. So.
Yeah. I got a
But,
good chance. But nah, he's having a tough go at it.
The only thing I can equate it to, and then sometimes I go back to the hood, man. I say, like even now, and I tell people this all the time, man. Whenever something bad in the hood was happening, I saw people moving around in places that they shouldn't have been moving around.
Mhm.
Like guys who were on different blocks would be on our block, and our block was a safe block. so like Trump is the equivalent of that. You seeing like all these people like being moved out the White House and moving around in different positions and stuff like that. And I see it and I'm like,
Turnover crazy. Ain't
there's something crazy about to happen, man. So, and I still I sit here and some people who voted for him, and I ain't knocking you being a Republican or a Democrat or whatever, but the choice, man, the choice.
Nobody vote, but you notice nobody ain't vote for him now. Everybody,
Right.
like,
I don't know.
I ain't vote for him. Right. But everybody,
How did he win?
Like
Right.
somebody voted.
I mean, I know people who say they voted, and I wouldn't admit that. That's not
I
something
mean,
you want to admit. That's not a good decision.
They're like saying, I got herpes, right? I'm not saying that.
Yeah, but your lips. Look at your lips, though.
No, what are you talking about?
I don't know. I mean, TZ, you want to chime in?
Nah, man.
And nothing you can do about it to me.
There's nothing. I mean, not until he get
I
impeached.
mean, yeah, because you see what he bringing. I just underestimate. I feel like all these white presidents was prejudiced to me. I believe anyway. So I didn't know he would be like that. But but what Hillary was honoring, them old same-sex bathrooms and all that stuff. They finna bring it here. I ain't want that either. So
in a very big way, I agree with you, TC, on that note. The only thing that I would say, being an American that I like about Trump is that you ain't no doubt about it, dude is American. Like, that part in a foreign sense.
Nah, I don't think so.
He
got his ties made in China, man.
I guess.
If you was a true American and you own businesses, all your businesses would be here. While you got businesses that are overseas, you have nothing overseas. You have no accounts, nothing, and so there's no way of saying he's a true American if you got investments overseas.
Yeah,
I can't even say that, man.
You know what? I ain't gonna even argue with you. Like it's so it's like it's almost like you blown away from the fact that you can't find some ounce of agreeable humanitarian.
Right.
The humanistic instinct of what you would be proud to say. Okay, at least he's a human. You know what I'm saying? That's what we searching for, right?
We trying. And I see what y'all. Just like Dave Chappelle said. He's like, man, give him a chance. Then he came back and said, nah, I shouldn't have said that.
But it's like, even people that didn't like what Barack did or the things he didn't do. At the end of the day, like, he's a decent person. He's a decent human.
Right.
And I mean, everybody has that fault. Barack Obama did some things that we didn't agree with. Clinton did a lot of things we thought he was cool, and then he did some stuff that we didn't agree with. Also, later on, we found out. But I mean, this is like somebody who's not qualified and like doesn't know what they're doing at the same time.
What I will say, I wish Obama had that heart
that Trump got.
He wouldn't be around. He would have been shot, man. He would have been. He would have got shot.
He probably got assassinated. He spoke his mind.
Right.
Next comment, then, white privilege. That was the next comment I was going to ask about anyway. I want y'all to chime in on white privilege with the concept.
More people need to be made aware of it. People still in denial that it exists, and
they do.
It's like the whole Colin Kaepernick situation. It's right in front of you, and you still deny it. So,
and the crazy part is, man, I got coworkers who they understand it. We actually have these conversations. People who our fellow cameramen, who are reporters, everybody, and that's the cool thing that you don't see. We can't go out and report slanted, but the cool thing is we have talked about some of this stuff, and they do understand it. I got coworkers who come to me every day and say, if that person was black, that'd have been such and such. I'm trying to think of the most recent. The one example, the old white lady who kept sneaking on the planes.
Yeah.
And I told one of my coworkers, I said, if she was black, she'd been locked up. And he's like, hell, she'd been under the jail if she was black.
Right. That's a terrorist act. You sneaking on the airplane.
Right. It ain't racist, but it's the truth. I mean, we know. And it's good when people realize it. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is getting them to realize it first, but then also trying to do something to change it.
Yeah. They tried. Trump got like baby mamas, affairs. Like Barack couldn't have had none of that.
Nope. Yeah,
Any small thing. The best thing they had on Barack was his pastor said some remarks. That's the only thing they had. Like, he couldn't have anything.
Look at my hands. My hands are not small at all. You can ask anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Like, they would have fried him for any of that. If he would have said to grab him by the comment, it would have been over with. They were like, "Hey man, you got to drop out this."
Man, look, look, hold on. Jesse Jackson said, "Cut off Barack's nuts."
Yeah,
and then he was in the media.
Yeah.
No, I got the ultimate one right here. I got the ultimate one. Michelle Obama posing nude.
Oh, yeah.
If Michelle Obama would have posed nude, man,
they
like
was calling her stuff for having her arms out.
They was
calling her all kind of.
What about the one comment? So look at the caboose on her. That one guy who said that.
Talking about who?
It was one of the yeah. Somebody, one of the other politicians said that. And then had to apologize.
Chicago. Talk to me about Chicago.
Nope.
too cold. It's too cold.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of it too, man.
I think this is
Shout
the
out to
most-
Arizona.
I don't know if I'm being.
Yeah. My sister moved down there, man. Oh my
I know
goodness.
everybody
I
moved
know
down
a
there.
few people moved to Arizona.
Yeah,
I
man.
think this is. I don't know if it's being biased, but it got to be the most talented state ever.
Mm.
Like if you think about who's dominating right now in the industry, like if you're talking about Lil Rel, Deion Cole, D-Ray, like
Yep.
it's a Corey Holcomb.
That's
like
good stuff.
Yeah.
it's just a lot of Chicago everywhere, man.
Yeah, like I said, Lena Waite. You know, you
Yeah.
got a lot of people, man. Filmmakers, actors, singers, athletes. I mean, all across the board. And you know, that's one of the reasons why, you know, me and them talk about all the time. We still here because people's like, why don't y'all go to Hollywood? Like, yeah, we went, and we came
The
back.
talent.
Say the talent is here.
Right.
Well, that's. I
Talent
mean,
is
that's good. I'm glad y'all getting that message out. The talent is here in Chicago.
Yeah, it's a lot of talent. A lot of talent. I'm, you know, one of the things that I see and I'm proud of is every time I see somebody, especially that we've worked with, that's starting to like blow up, like Calvin Evans. He just did did Zanies and you know, Just Niche doing like Comedy Central
Def Comedy Jam.
and then All Def Comedy and man, it's just a bunch of people, man. Your brother, because he's funny.
Yeah, Famo is funny.
And he's gonna blow up.
Yeah.
I see M-Dubs doing this thing. So every time I start seeing people like constantly like out there blowing up and doing their thing, man, it's just like, man, that makes me feel proud. And like he said, we just know we got so much talent and that we work with that talent.
You know how sometimes familiarity can breed a disrespect.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, going to this comedy show, sometimes my brother's like that. You know, it's like, well, going to see him, like when he's in audiences that I could tell is new to him, he's hilarious to me.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but I never allow familiarity to breed disrespect when it comes to his comedy.
Right.
So when you gonna hear me in the audience laughing at his stuff, like, cause he's funny to me like that.
And
So,
it's like I feel terrible for the person that going after him.
Yeah.
I've seen it before.
Yeah.
And I'm like he get up, he animated, crowd going up, and then they bring some other and a good comic too. I'm like, oh
Yep.
boy, here we go.
Mhm.
It's not just gonna go bad for him.
he's definitely
Like, I
unique.
wouldn't want to follow.
He's
him.
unique, man.
Yeah.
He got a unique thought process,
Yeah.
man. He does. He has. A
I'm
unique thought.
gonna tell you one of the reasons why we picked him for to play Uncle Earl and not another black movie. And I told Jay, I said, when he sent me the script, I said it's Famo. I read the script, I said it's Famo. And the reason why we shot a sketch a few years ago at Famo's barbershop. And I left my mic and stuff there. So I had to go pick it up. And Famo cut my hair. So I let him cut my hair. And he's sitting there cracking jokes, man, while he's cutting my hair. And I'm trying not to laugh so he don't mess me up. Because I'm like, dude, you got to stop, man. Because I'm sitting here trying to sit still. But that's how funny he is, man.
Yeah. No, that's what's up, man. Much love to comedian Famo.
Shout out Maho.
That's my brother. I know he hate when I call him my little brother because he's really, I like saying it now at this time. He's my big little brother, I guess. He's bigger than
I
me.
remember when I heard his first I had to do the credits.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, what's your real name? And he told me I ain't gonna say his real name. I'm like, you messing with me? It's like, this your real name, huh? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, we gonna.
We had to write the checks.
All right, yeah, I ain't gonna say his real name either. We'll give him a pass.
Right.
Maho, what up, Maho?
There you go. But anyway, I want y'all to plug yourself one more time. Let everybody. I forgot to ask y'all, how can somebody audition? I know y'all got y'all own selective process because y'all writers, just like he just said, he selected Famo.
Right.
But
we did auditions for Choke on That, like in the beginning of last summer.
Mhm.
We did auditions.
Right.
We are probably gonna hold some soon just to like get new talent,
Right.
like see different faces or whatever. And just follow us on social media or our website, J Davis Films, DieselWorldProductions.com, and we post updates on there.
Yep.
so I got a character. I want to be this dude named Uncle Greasy.
Uncle Greasy.
Like, yeah, I'm always wet. Always wet. That's it.
Uncle Greasy.
Yeah. Anyway, plug yourself, Dante.
All right. You can find me on social media at Dante Diesel on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. That's Dante with an ODONTE Diesel. And that's on all the social media outlets and DieselWorldProductions.com.
And J Davis, Jay Davis TP on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I guess Snapchat.
And yo, Christian Mingle, man. Tell them what that is.
Give it up for Jay Davis and Dante Diesel in the house. Thank you for listening to Joe Jack with Bob and TC on IntellectualRadio.com. Man, thank y'all for coming in, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Thank you.
That's what's up, man. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary, TC. Got our Facebook people, man. Thanks for listening. We'll read a few of these.